That rickety chair is gonna drive me crazy. I need to fix that immediately. Hear that? It's awful. I don't remember it ever making that much noise. Am I getting fat? Have I gained weight? Hello everyone and welcome to The Creative Urge. My name is Austin and in today's video I'm going to be trying out a bunch of new items from Sephora Collection. I did get a big package of stuff in the mail. This is not a sponsored video. However, I do have a relationship with the brand. I do create content from them every now and again, but I'm not being paid for this video and these are all gifted items. So I am going to give you all of my honest opinions and we're just going to play in some makeup today. I know that I've been gone for a hot second. I was really focused on my licensure for my marriage and family therapy degree. I finally took my national exam and passed the test, so I have my life back now. You'll be seeing me a lot more with filming and with makeup. I've missed it a lot. So with that said, before we get into the items, I just want to tell you a little bit about Sephora Collection and Sephora as a brand. I really do like Sephora Collection. They have a lot of things that have drawn me to them. One is they have very reasonable prices for their products, and I think they're pretty good quality. Having a relationship with a brand and being able to try out a variety of their products, I really do like the quality. I think for the price point, the quality is really great, so it makes it accessible for a variety of people. Additionally, I really like that the brand is really focused on environmentally conscious packaging at their price point. A lot of brands have excuses that they can't do environmentally conscious packaging because of the resources and cost it would require, and I think they're doing it seamlessly. They use a lot of recycled plastics in their plastics. They use sustainable bamboo forests to create a lot of their paper packaging. A lot of their packaging doesn't have mirrors in them, so it cuts down on waste. I know a lot of people like mirrors when they go out so that they can, touch up and see what they're doing, but a lot of our products come with mirrors already, so you don't need everything having mirrors. Additionally, a lot of their palettes, you can poke out the pans and recycle them completely, and a lot of their packaging is also free of dyes and things like that, like their brushes, so that you can recycle them easily. On some of the social aspects, they donate to a lot of charities. They feature charities in their stores. People can use their points to contribute to charities. They also have programs to support Black entrepreneurs. I don't have any personal testimonies that I could share about people who have actually utilized that resource and whether or not it's helped, but that is something that I did see on their website that they're doing. They value diversity and inclusion. They have all of their numbers posted on their website of the ethnic identities of the people who work there, and they also have shelf space dedicated to Black-owned brands. Something that I would like to see from them is not just focusing on Black and Indigenous people of color, but also Asian people who have traditionally also been marginalized. I'd like to see more efforts and initiatives there. However, their social media does have a lot of representation on it, and they obviously partner with me as a gay kind of gender bending person, and I did receive a sponsored ad for one of their mascaras that was posted all over TikTok. It just makes me feel good as a minority to have that kind of representation from a big brand, and brands really pushing that diversity forward. In terms of controversies and stuff like that, I know that there was a political controversy about alienating some people and communities of certain political beliefs. I'm not going to go into that too much on here, but I will say I do value activism that doesn't just cater to everybody. I think part of activism is taking risks and making people uncomfortable to move a cause forward. Okay, now we can finally get into the makeup. I've got lip products, I've got face products, I've got it all. And we're gonna do things a little bit in my own order today. The first product I'm gonna start off with is actually their lip gloss. I know this is a little weird to start with because I haven't done the rest of my face, but with the products I have a different look in mind, and this I'm not gonna use. This is the Sephora lip gloss called Glossed in the shade 120 called Fly. I think the packaging is really nice. It's heavy. It's got this clear window at the top, which I think is really awesome. I really like the packaging on this. Let's see if there's any recycled materials in this packaging because not all of them do, and let me see if there's some details on it. Here we go. So it's $10. I think that's a pretty good price. It says says a high shine cushion-like lip gloss that is long-lasting and non-sticky, glides on easily, and never bleeds into lip lines. Gloss makes a statement. It's highly reflective, long-lasting, and non-sticky. One swipe with the uniquely shaped applicator leaves precise application, no bleeding color from sheer to opaque. Oh, okay, so it looks like it's a buildable coverage. I don't see anything on the packaging itself or on the website that indicates what kind of plastic has been used for this. It's likely that they don't use recycled plastic for everything, so I'm not sure about this particular product. But let's open her up here and see what's going on. It says unique. I don't think it's that unique. It just has a slant on the doe foot applicator. Let's see the scent. It doesn't really smell like anything. It just kind of has like a chemical smell, like a kind of like a makeup-y smell, nothing crazy. I would say it has pretty good coverage. It's not sticky, it's not goopy. It definitely has a bit of metallic in it that I think that's what's giving me this kind of juicy look on my lips. It's a neutral gloss. I really like it. So between the packaging and the coverage, I think it's really pretty. What do you guys think? All right, let's take this off and move on to the next lip product. The lip product that we are going to use today is the Cream Lip Stain in the shade 01. It seems a little bit pigmented for a lip stain. I did look on their website and it looks like they market it as a lip stain liquid lip. I'm not really sure why, unless as the liquid lip fades, maybe it turns into more of a stain. Maybe that's why. Let me see if I can find any details about this one as well. It says best-selling creamy weightless liquid lip stain coats your lips in a flawless color to become a transfer-proof full coverage, last all day stain. Infused with avocado oil to provide rich color as it glides on smoothly and easily. Transforms into a silky, lightweight stain that won't bleed, crack, or dry out your lips. Comfortable and non-sticky. And on here I can't tell how much of the packaging is recycled or not. And it says long wearing liquid formula, full coverage, matte finish. Okay, so we're gonna be the judge of that. And the reason why we're starting with lips is like, I find with red lips, it's good to like clean up the edges and stuff. So if you just start with the lips before you do your base and stuff, it makes cleanup a lot easier. So the packaging's nothing special. It just has like a little kind of shimmer on the lid where it says Sephora. See how there's a little shimmer? It's not heavy or anything. It's definitely lighter than the other one. And the tube is kind of small. Like this, there's not tons and tons of product in here, but I kind of like that because unless you wear red lips every day, which some people do, and I'm here for it, hey, you're not going to use this tons. So I'd rather them put less in here to be less wasteful if you don't finish it and have to throw it away. So I think that's smart for this. So let's just stop talking and get into it. Okay, this is definitely a warm tone red. This is not a cool tone red. Ooh, and it smells like cake. Oh, it smells really good. It's not super thick, which I like. And the wand, it makes it really easy to get the shape that you're looking for. I really like this. This is definitely full coverage. It looks a little bit more orange on camera than it does in person. It's a very vibrant, almost cherry red. I really like this color. It's lightweight. It's very comfortable. It's not sticky. You have time to kind of play with it. It doesn't dry super quick, but I feel it drying. My lips don't look cracked at all. This is just in one layer, and I think the coverage is really pretty and it smells really good. I really like this. I'm not going to be able to speak to the staying power because I'm not going to wear this all day, but I want to try to layer this up a few times to kind of give you an idea if it's buildable and if you have to make touch-ups, what it's going to do to the overall look of the lip products. Let that dry. Second layer, and it looks really beautiful still. I'm not seeing any bleeding, which is nice. It's putting it exactly where I want it. I'm just gonna clean up the line a little bit. This is a little trick I like to use. I get these very precise cotton swabs. They kind of look like triangles instead of like circles. They're a little bit more triangles. And I'm just gonna dip it into a little micellar water, and I'm just gonna go around the outline and just clean it up. That's why we do lips first, is so you can just clean up the line really easily and you don't ruin the rest of your makeup while doing it. So really like this product, love how it smells, love the coverage, love the color. Yes. The next thing that we're going to do, I think, is the eyes. I always like to do eyes before my base too, because if I screw up my eye look, I don't want to screw up the rest of my makeup. So the next product we're going to explore is the Sephora Micro Smooth Multitasking. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Sephora Collection's Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Palette. Okay, here we go. And it says, add color and dimension to your everyday look with this all-in-one palette of 4 skin-enhancing blush, bronzer, and highlighting shades. These weightless baked powders effortlessly blend into the skin for a naturally radiant finish. Vegan, without ingredients from animal origin, fragrance-free, minimal oil-free, non-comedogenic, dermatologically tested. It just means that it was tested by a dermatologist. And this palette is made from 73% recycled plastic, excluding the pans and the label. So let's open her up here. It's in this just like paper packaging, nothing crazy. And here she is in all of her glory, no mirror. Let's open her up here. Very pretty shades. I think this is going to be good for like medium skin tone people. I don't think this will be good for deep skin because this bronzer is not dark enough. I could see this shade working and this gold shade working, but I don't know if this bronzer will work for everybody. We're gonna use this not only on the face, but we're gonna use it on the eyes because I don't have a palette. What we're gonna start with is we're gonna go into this brown over here and we're gonna kind of do an easy smoky eye with it. I'm just gonna go in with a flat brush and we're gonna put this shade all over the eyelid. There. Okay, really nice. And let's see how this blends out. I'm actually going to take their crease brush. I got this in a different package they sent me. I actually really like it. It's super fluffy. It's easy to use. I like the plain handle. It's nice. I really like this brush. Yeah, this is blending nicely. I mean, it should because it's a face bronzer. Like, if it didn't blend nicely, I'd be like, what is happening? And I'm just going to pack even more on the lid just to give it a little bit more of a gradient. Just focusing it right at the base. So then I'm gonna go into the inner corner with this gold shade. I don't know if this is gonna be as light as I want it to be, but we're just gonna do it. And I'm gonna go in with their crease brush. This is another brush I really like. No, this is the shadow brush, sorry. The other one is the crease brush. And I really like this one. I think it's really good for small eyes. We're just gonna put that gold shade right in the inner corner. I don't know if I'll use that on my face for a highlight because it's a little deep. I said initially that I thought this palette would be good for medium skin tones, but like this shade is so deep. I don't think it could, and this bronzer is just not dark enough for deep skin tones. So I don't know. The formula is really pretty, but like I think it's having a little bit of an identity crisis with who this palette is like and for. I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line really quick. Okay, so now we're gonna move into the next product. That is their liquid liner. This is the brush tip liquid liner. Just comes in a simple black packaging. Let's see what their website has to say about this. So it's $14 and it says a waterproof, fade-proof, and smudge-proof liquid eyeliner pen with a flexible brush tip for an effortless application, maximum control and precision. Free of parabens, cruelty-free liquid formulas, satin finish. I don't know if I love that it's satin finish. Waterproof and long wearing. I don't normally use liquid liner because I have such small eyes, but we're gonna try it today. Make sure it's shooken. And let's open her up. Ooh, it's got a very fine tip. You can barely see it. That is good news. I don't know if I've seen a tip this fine in any of the liquid liners I've purchased, including the House Labs, which is one of my favorites, and this is even finer than that. Let's see if we can do this without screwing it up. Okay, here's the thing. It's very pigmented. It goes on smooth. There's no bleeding, but here's the thing. The brush tip is so fine. It's easy to screw up. It's definitely a bit of a learning curve. I think if you play with this enough, you're gonna get used to it. And it's saying it's a satin finish, which it is, but it's very black. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera really quick and we'll be right back with the rest of the look. Both of my eyes are done, and I'm wondering if you notice anything else about my makeup that's glaring and different. Yes, the lipstick. It's been on my lips for quite some time now and it's transferring. Maybe that's why they referred to it as a lipstick. stain and not a true liquid lipstick. They call it a lip stain liquid lipstick. Yeah, beautiful color, very comfortable, but it isn't completely transfer proof. I would say it's transfer resistant, but not transfer proof. The good thing is we did it first, so we learned our lesson. I just need to do my same cleanup trick. I feel like I'm having deja vu, because I am. Now we have another product. We have the Ultimate Gel Liner. So this is another liner, but it's their gel liner. And I have tried these, and here's the thing. I don't love them. And look, I already opened it and it's already broken. That's the thing about this formula that I don't like. It breaks. And here's the thing, it has great pigment, it glides very smoothly, but because it's so dang soft, it breaks. And then when you use the little sharpener to get back the sharpness, it just breaks more because it's really hard to sharpen. So I can't stand behind these. I don't recommend them. I would rather pay less for like an LA Girl liner that doesn't do this and actually sharpens well than buy this. Now, the thing I do think this is good for is if you want to do like in your waterline or like a simple line, but if you're trying to do graphic liner with these things and doing all different angles, they're gonna break on you. I've literally gone through several of these. I kept sharpening and rolling them up and breaking them and roll them up, and I went through whole things, and eventually I pulled the whole pigment out, smashed it on a mirror, and finished my look. They work, they are pigmented, and they have some pretty colors. They do have some pretty colors, but I can't recommend this. I just can't. I don't have any gel liners that I could recommend from an indie brand, but I do love DeVault Beauty's Mantra liners. They're water activated liners and they dry matte. So they're not super long wearing if you are planning on crying or sweating. So, you know, plan your emotional breakdowns accordingly. I know I do. They're really good for photo shoots or, you know, events where you're not going to be sweating a lot. So we're going to use this gel liner in the waterline. I haven't tried the black. I have tried other colors. Look at that. Very pretty. I haven't cried in these, so I don't know if they're really waterproof, but we're going to test it out on my hand. Let's put this on my hand now, really build it up. Now we're gonna let that set and we're gonna move on, but then I'm gonna lick my finger and we're gonna try to smudge it and we'll tell you if it's waterproof or not. Let's go into the mascara and just finish the eyes. This is the Big by Definition mascara. I did do a sponsored post for this mascara and I actually really like it. It lengthens, it defines, it really makes your lashes look va-va-voom and really opens and widens the eye. I actually really like this, and I had my girlfriend test it for me and she said it didn't flake, and she said it came off really easily in the shower for her. So really like this. Let's go on the website and see if they have more info. It's $12, so it's a pretty good price. Volumizing long wearing vegan, a long wearing mascara that provides fuller looking well-defined lashes while supporting your lash health. Interesting. How does it support the lash health? Formulated and enriched with plant-based proteins and vegetable-derived waxes to smooth and condition lashes. Listen to this. Clinical results. In a use test on 20 volunteers after 21 days of use, 95% of women said their lashes were fully revealed, defined, and separated. 95% of women said their lashes appeared multiplied after application. 95% of women said their lashes were separated for a lash-by-lash effect. I'm not an ingredient analysis person, so I don't know what those claims are, but regardless if it has those claims or not, or what it actually does, it's pretty, and that's what matters. So let's go in for the kill. It has a pretty nice thin wand. I like the wand a lot. It's not clumpy. And let's just put this on. There, one coat. Pretty. That's 2 coats. Let's try 3 coats just for ha-has. Yeah, I don't know if 3 coats did anything crazy, but I think it looks pretty good. Let's check on the liner that we did here. Let's see. So it's definitely not completely budge proof. I mean, I'm obviously rubbing it. Like anytime you rub something, it's gonna come off. And then let me get some water. Okay, this just has water in it. And let's dump it on. Yeah. The water hits it and it's still there. I'd say it's smudge resistant and waterproof. There we go. Okay, let's finally move on to the face. We have a face primer to try. This is the Sephora Smooth and Blur. It says, Silky Whip Primer instantly reduces the appearance of pores, fine lines, and wrinkles and preps skin with a blurred effect. Lightweight, non-greasy formula, enriched and stabilized with vitamin E and ginkgo extract, known to protect the skin from environmental factors, which is true because when you get a tattoo, they give you vitamin E to put over it to protect it. Vegan, without ingredients from animal origin, paraben-free, fragrance-free, mineral oil-free, non-comedogenic. Package is made from 31% recycled plastic. I can't talk. For all skin types, including sensitive skin, apply over clean, moisturized skin before makeup. Cute. How much is this? 15 bucks. Okay, so not too bad. Won't break the bank. And the ingredients in here, it looks like there's a lot of dimethicone in here, which is going to be skin smoothing. A lot of blurring primers have dimethicone, so I believe this will work. I personally don't like dimethicone-based primers or silicone-based primers because it tends to clog my pores. And this is saying it's non-comedogenic, which just means it won't clog your pores, but non-comedogenic is kind of a myth because everyone's skin reacts differently to different things. So to claim that it's non-comedogenic for everyone is just not true. We'll try it out, and if I break out, I'll be the first to let you know in the comment section. It's this weird color. It's not clear. It's like this kind of, I don't know if you can tell, it's this beige color. It's very smooth, obviously, with the silicones. I don't have big pores, so it's really hard for me to judge something like this. I have pores in some areas of my face, like right here I have a giant pore, and I have a few on my nose, but I tend to just rely on powder for that. You don't need a face primer specifically, at least I don't. A lot of powders are pore filling. While that dries, I'm going to apply some foundation. I'm just gonna use the Dollar General foundation, the Believe Beauty. I really like this. Okay, so my whole face is foundationed. Definitely this pore is still there. And my nose, I guess, looks a little smoother. I don't know if I notice a difference, to be honest. I'm just gonna powder the rest of my face and then we'll move forward. Okay, so I just powdered the rest of my face and did my brows, and honestly, I think my skin looks more flawless with the powder over top of everything than I noticed a difference with the primer and foundation. I rely on powder more. I really like the Believe Beauty setting powder. There's not tons in here. I've already ran out, but I like this powder. So the jury's out on the primer, but it should work because it has dimethicone, and those are the top ingredients. And now what we're gonna do is use this palette on the rest of the face. I'm gonna start just bronzing up the face with the brown shade in here. I really like this on the face better than the eyes, and that's what it's meant for. It's not super pigmented, which enables you to bronze, but you can also build it up a little bit, which I like, which is what a bronzer should do. And just look how seamlessly that's blending in. I would still say that this could be flattering on a variety of people, but definitely more for medium skin tones. I don't think that this would look good on darker skin, which makes me sad. Actually, let's see if there's different ones. Is there different shade stories with this? Yeah, so it looks like there's two shades. There's Enchant, which looks like it's meant for light skin, and Captivate, which looks like it's meant for deeper skin. But I just don't see how this would be flattering on a deeper skin tone. They have two dark skinned people. The darkest shade, it blends right into her skin. That's not dark enough. I think I would have preferred them to make a whole nother palette, a light, a medium, and a dark, because I just don't see this working for dark skin. But it works for me. I mean, it's gorgeous. All right, so let's go into this blush shade here. Now this I could see working for a variety of skin tones. You have a little bit more room to play with blush. And darker skin people honestly look very good with some lighter tone blushes. Yeah. That's pretty. Love that blush tone. Love the bronzer. Here for it. Let's see in terms of highlighter what's going on here. So I put the gold in my inner corner. Again, I don't think that's light enough. I'm not going to put that on. And this one, I just don't think is going to match the look, but we can try it, I guess. There is some gold in this. Oh, it's subtle but pretty. kind of gives you a nice glow. It's kind of giving like a really nice diffused effect. It's not exaggerating texture by any means. And it's not like a glittery highlight. It's definitely more shimmery. It's not glimmery. You could build it up nicely. Okay, I was hating on it for the eyes, but I definitely like it for the face. Definitely the face powder is for the face. So now to finish things up, we have their setting spray, and it is called the Sephora Makeup Setting Spray. And let's see what it says. So it says weightless setting mist, weightless setting mist, Am I having a stroke? Weightless setting mist locks makeup in place and extends wear for up to 16 hours. Creates a transfer-proof, sweat and humidity resistant barrier over makeup. Vegan, paraben-free, fragrance-free, mineral oil-free. Let's look at the ingredients. Denatured alcohol. One of the top ingredients. There's a lasting power for you. I mean, a lot of setting sprays have alcohol in them. It's what takes the oil out of your skin and it makes it last a long time. But over time, if you use it all the time, it can mess up the pH balance of your skin and also the oil content of your skin. So you might notice your skin becoming a little more oily if you use stuff like this all the time. But you know, if you're going to an event or something like that and you want to use a long wear spray, I think that that's okay. Let's spray this puppy on. Ooh, it smells good. It says it's fragrance free, but it smells very good. It doesn't say what the finish is. So let's let this dry. Let it melt in the powders. I really like the spray on this. The scent, it smells good. It says it's fragrance free. So there must be some ingredients in here that just naturally smell good. And in terms of the finish, I would say kind of a natural finish. It's not mattifying and I still have some dewiness on my forehead. So I'm gonna add a few finishing touches and I'll be back with my final thoughts. So the first product that we tried was their lip gloss. I think it was very comfortable. It went on very easily. You could build up the opacity on it. I think the shade was very flattering. If you kind of like that like micro shimmer effect that makes your lips pop out, I think you'll really like this. And the packaging is adorable and it feels good for the price. So definitely a win on this. I will definitely use this again. Oh, and it's not goopy at all. Very comfortable. You can move your lips together very easily. Highly recommend. Love this. The other lip product, the Liquid Lip Stain, I think is nice. The coverage is absolutely stunning. I love the color of it. It applied really easily. I like that it's in a smaller tube so that it doesn't go to waste if you don't wear it all the time. Red lipstick wearers, this is gonna go really quick on you. You're gonna run out of product. But the price is really great too. The only thing I don't like about it is it's not completely transfer proof. Like I said, when I was doing my eye makeup and this had already been sitting there, it got everywhere. It is transfer resistant though, absolutely. You know, if you have a drink or something, like this isn't gonna come off. It also layers pretty nicely. Like I have about 3 layers on my lips right now just from like touch-ups and wearing it throughout the video. It feels very comfortable. So this is definitely a win, and it's a matte finish, but it's very comfortable and non-drying, and it smells delicious. So that's a plus, like cake. Love it. Moving on to the eye products, the liquid liner. It's really black. It's really pretty. It's definitely a satin finish, like they said. The brush tip is very, very precise. So it might be a little bit of a learning curve because if you're used to precise tip brushes, like this is even more fine tipped than that, and it can be a little frustrating if you're trying to go in and you're missing the line. But I think with practice this would be really good, and I like the way it looks on my eyes, and I like how there's a little shaky thing in here so you can get all the pigment. The price is right, and I really liked it, so I would use that again, 1000%. Now, the gel, the ultimate gel liner. Like I said, I've tried these before in different colors. I think the black is really pretty for the waterline. These break super easily. So if you want this for like graphic liner and doing crazy things, I would say pass. But if you just want to use it for the waterline to give you some definition underneath there, I would say go for it. I definitely think there's better options. Like I said, the LA Girl is really good and NYX is really good. I'll keep it just because I have it, but I wouldn't run out and go and get it. So there's that. The Smooth and Blur primer. I don't know if I noticed a clear difference, but I also don't have huge pores. I kind of feel indifferent towards it. I probably won't use it again just because I'm not a primer fan. I just prefer smoothing and blurring photo finish powders because I have acne prone skin too. And it just, the more I have on my skin, the more likely I'm gonna break out. So I personally would pass on this. I'm curious if anybody who has tried this, whether you liked it or not, and whether you saw a clear difference, leave it in the comments below. The face palette that now has tons of fingerprints on it. I used it on my eyes. I definitely think it's better for the face. I think you could get away with that on your eyes, but it wouldn't be a go-to. Personally, I don't love how there's only 2 shade color stories in this palette. I think they could have benefited from a deeper palette, not like a medium deep, because I just don't think this is going to be dark enough for dark skin tones. And for lighter medium skin tones, this highlight shade here is way too dark. I'm sorry, it just is. It seems like they're trying to please too many people with this, but I do think these 2 shades would be flattering on medium and deep. But you're buying a palette, so do you want just like 2 wearable shades? I definitely would use this again. I will stick with these 3 shades over here. It was easy to blend. I loved the colors. I think they look stunning on my skin. I think if you're a medium skin tone, or maybe you're kind of like my skin tone but run a little bit deeper than me, you'll like this better with this gold tone, but not so deep where this won't work for you. So I definitely will keep this in my bag, but do I like recommend it as like a full palette? No, but I have it, and so I really like it, and I'm gonna use it. And then finally, the setting spray. It smelled great. It's long wearing. The second ingredient is alcohol. That's in a lot of setting sprays. They're trying to go somewhere with this ginseng extract. I don't know enough about it. A lot of these extracts, they tend to be more fragrance ingredients than anything, and I just don't know enough about that. But if you need a setting spray, my skin looks good. It's not mattifying by any means. You can definitely see like my face has a lot of glow to it, which I like because I have dry skin. The mist is really great on this. You know, it's a cheap setting spray that is going to make your makeup last longer. So yeah, I think it's okay. Oh, and then the last thing was the mascara. I think it's lengthening. I think it creates a lot of volume on the lashes without like clumping them too much. I have about 3 coats on right now, and I think it's pretty. I prefer lashes just in general. That's my preference because I think you just get a better effect with lashes. But I think as an everyday mascara, this is absolutely beautiful. And my girlfriend says it's very easy to take off and there's no flaking as you wear it throughout the day. So this is a yes, yes, yes. That is my review of new products from Sephora. It was very fun to do this. Thank you so much for watching. It's good to be back and to see all of you. As usual, please let me know what you think in the comments down below, whether you try any of these things, what you think about Sephora Collection in general. I'm very curious about that. If you liked what you saw today, please like, subscribe, share this video out. It helps me a lot, and it'll make sure that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a good rest of your night if you're a night owl, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Mwah! Bye everyone. Oh, I sprayed that in my mouth. Don't talk and use setting spray at the same time.